Good day, residents of Saba. 3 weeks ago today, we implemented measures to prevent the introduction of COVID-19 on Saba. This week, those measures were assessed by the Outbreak Management Team and the Disaster Management Team. Based on this assessment, the decisions are as follows. The schools, daycare, after-school care, and all after-school activities, such as those at Child Focus and the Saba Nature Foundation, will be closed or cancelled until Sunday, April the 19th. Bars, hotels, non-essential businesses and services, including non-essential governmental services, will also remain closed until this date. Restaurants and bakeries may continue to provide takeout or delivery services only. Businesses are instructed not to allow persons to linger in their establishment for an extended period while waiting for the takeout. Also, until April the 19th, the hospital will remain open for emergency care and for appointments via teleclinic. The residents in the home may only be visited by the one designated care person. The restriction of incoming travel by visitors and non-residents remains in place until Friday, May the 8th. Registered residents who wish to return home must first put in a request to my person to do so. I know that on Easter weekend, many people usually go to the beach or have get-togethers to celebrate the holidays, but please note that the restriction on events, social gatherings, and family gatherings also continues until April the 19th. Therefore, any social gatherings at the Cove Bay, Fort Bay, or Tent Bay beach areas are not allowed. We also encourage the public to act responsibly and use good judgment to avoid situations that could gather crowds. If you go to an area where you see many people, leave and go back at a different time. The police will continue to conduct patrols throughout the island, and they have the authority to make a case-by-case assessment of any activities occurring. All instructions given by the police concerning the assessment must be followed. Dr. Kuhn will now give some explanation as to why we decided to extend these measures, and also outlining why social distancing and quarantine continue to play essential roles in containing COVID-19. Dr. Kuhn.
Thank you, Governor. I'd like to start with a brief update on the situation on Saba. At this moment, we have tested 18 people, some at the end of their quarantine after coming back from a high-risk area, others because they had symptoms that could fit with COVID-19. All tests were negative for COVID-19. We did find some more common causes of flu-like symptoms that are going around. Furthermore, our regular syndromic surveillance is not showing unexpected or unexplained respiratory illness. All this data strengthens our understanding that Saba is still corona-free. So it appears that the measures that were taken are effective, but of course they are having a big impact on all of us. As this pandemic will likely be ongoing in the world for months to come, a partial return to normal life on Saba is important. But we can only do that when it is safe. As not all is known about this virus, it is crucial to be extra cautious and to wait at least 2 full incubation periods with no cases before we can scale down the measures as explained by Governor Johnson. The incubation period is the time between when someone is infected and when that person becomes sick. For COVID-19, the maximum time for one incubation period is 14 days. That is why we have to extend the measure for now. It is important to know that scaling down after April 19 only goes for the measures on Saba. But to continue to prevent the introduction of COVID-19, we will have to keep the border measures in place for a longer time. We will continue to test people that have symptoms that could fit with COVID-19. And we ask all of you to stay home if you have flu-like symptoms, even if they are mild. Call the hospital and let them know that you are sick, and they will give you further instructions. For now, but also after April 19th, it remains crucial to continue very good hand and cough hygiene, and to limit physical interactions with others, keeping the 2-meter distance where possible. These actions will reduce the spread of other germs currently on the island, but will also reduce the risk of further spread should COVID-19 be introduced on Saba.
Thank you, Dr. Kool. Dr. Blauboer, could you also further describe the measures which are in place at the hospital?
As Governor Johnson mentioned, the home will remain closed for visitors until Sunday, April 19th. Each client has one appointed care contact who can visit their loved one in person. We have made iPads available for our clients in case family would like to Skype or FaceTime. Please call the nurses station in the home to set up an appointment for this by calling 416-3280 extension 237. We welcome those of you who want to greet their loved ones from the street side. However, please maintain a distance of at least 6 feet or 2 meters. Stay on the road and do not enter the building or the porch area. We understand these measures are unpleasant and might feel impersonal. However, it is the best way to protect our vulnerable clients. The measures in the medical center will still remain the same until further notice. We are and will always be available for emergencies. With the increasing number of infected COVID patients on St. Martin, the situation of how our patients can be assisted became worrisome. Although St. Martin Medical Center can and will still accept our patients, we wanted to alleviate some of their burden. Fundación Mariedal in Bonaire offered their assistance by providing an air bridge for emergency patients via Medivac. This service is fully established, and we had our first Medivac to Bonaire earlier this week. We thank Fundación Mariedal for their help and services. Our clinic is open. However, appointments work slightly different than you are accustomed to. To make an appointment, call our clinic at 416-3288 extension 220 or 251. You will be scheduled in with one of the doctors for our teleclinic. A teleclinic is a doctor's appointment via telephone. During your teleclinic appointment with your doctor, it will be decided if you have to come in for a physical appointment. Our laboratory is also fully operational, and 90% of our usual tests can be done on island. Call the clinic to set up an appointment if you require lab work. Physical therapy continues as normal, and patients with a referral can visit the therapist. Lastly, we urge everyone to please call us if you have a medical issue. With everything going on in the world, people might feel that their problem can wait, but we are open and we are here to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Blauboer. In closing, I would like to reiterate that these measures are steps that we are taking to ensure that COVID-19 continues to remain off our shores. We ask for your continued cooperation in maintaining them until April the 19th. This time is a difficult one for us all, but we must continue to do what is needed to ensure our health and safety. We thank you.